Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. For this week's live summit event in the Crew 2 are about to be going in to ride with the motorcycle, two-wheeler 2. And that means they will be having two brand new motorcycles will be available by purchase, will be labeled as a touring car discipline. Just gonna have to head on over to the Bar and Beyond shopping company. We'll be giving a good look. 15% discount off. We'll be having some most finest purchasable in about $791,349 will be available by purchase. So let's take a good look and have a good ways to have some two vehicles will be included. So looks like this is going to be quite very good to have a touring car discipline will be labeled in. So the first up is the Yamaha YZR-M1 2016 was a Japanese motorcycle to be built on the most finest good performance of 240 horsepower. But the top speed is very unknown to be guessed, so just going to make sure this one might have to be test drive to be going over onto the speedway. And for the second motorcycle is the Suzuki GSX-R 2016. But it doesn't show the top speed and the horsepower will be shown. But this is very good to be having a nice touring car discipline to be labeled in, just like the street race version, but that one might have some good different body style will be giving a good modification. So let's go for it. And as you may before enjoying watching the video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out some more videos if you like. Feel free to enjoy it anytime you want for the entertainment. Now it's time to get ready to go on over to the live summit event, and let's begin to ride with the motorcycles. We got some different rewards in Two Wheelers 2 for having some fame pack for 300,000 followers on the bronze, a spare part pack to be at 52,500 to be at the silver, and affinity item for gold or low poly yellow smoke to be in the common. And that means the platinum for the nitro chemist boosted for the motocross discipline. So let's go in to participate with 6 motorcycle events plus 3 skills on any discipline will be available to enter. So let's go in and have a Jersey racetrack for the Yamaha YZR-M1 will be going in to take place at nighttime. But it could be possible to have some legendary parts to be installed to give a good performance level to be reached up to the max. Better make sure to have a top speed and horsepower will be giving a good guess, so just gonna have to take a while to load, and that we might have that segment will get everything settled in. Okay viewers, looks like this one might have a top speed performance is going to be going at 217 miles per hour, and the horsepower will be at 293 is going to be quite good to go. I just already took first lap by taking a test run, so let's just gonna have to go in and choose the YZR-M1. We'll be going in to take the last place by having a starting grid. It is going to be fantastic. We'll be going forward to take the most finest motorcycle race of all time. So here I go, and let's go fast.
I don't know why anyone else is even bothering.
Okay, looks like this is going to be much lighter whenever it goes in onto the lean turn. Turn 1 is going in to take sector 2 by the first checkpoint. Very nice. Gotta make sure this one might have a clean turn will be going on for having a hairpin effect. Slowing down and take that lean position. Sector 2 clear. Moving on to sector 3. Just gonna give a good straightaway by using the nitro. Lap number 1 clear, and moving on to lap number 2. But take a good look at this interior view, folks. Riding around and have that lean position to have a speed monitor will be giving a good look. I bet I could probably have to do some action. Gonna have to take that turn. We'll be going over to do the inside cornering. But it takes a lot of perfection has to take to achieve. Okay, there you go. Oh boy. Gotta make sure if I could probably have to keep it under control. After taking one lap for a test run, I should probably have to do another run we'll have to take 5 laps. And here comes lap number 3. Gonna keep things up a notch. Pack it up with the nitro. Switch back onto the third person view. That was a close call. Now going right back in onto the hairpin. Gonna have to do it to ride like a true MotoGP rider. Okay, very nice. Now 75% on the progression to go, and that means the final lap is already here. This looks very light and durable and giving some moderation performance. Okay, there you go. Take that clear turn and step things up by having a trailblazer to get close in onto the opponents. Last turn. I bet if I could probably have to give a good chance to reach up over 100,000 points. Take the finish line and wait for the main result outcome. Yes, successful and achieved. 2 minutes and 48.639 seconds. Now that was a right on cue schedule for this first event, folks. It is going to be easy and simple. Let's go over to event number 2 for the touring car discipline at the Giants racetrack for the Suzuki GSX-R1000R. But I just barely took 2 laps. We'll be doing a test run. Same thing as the YZR-M1, we'll be doing a different functionality by taking a good guess of the top speed and horsepower. We'll be going in at 217 miles per hour. 293 horsepower is going to be quite good for having a performance level at 320. So let's select it and get everything. We'll be prepared. We'll be master the track for only 2 wheels. We'll be giving a good lean precision.
3.
So let's go in there and starting out in last place at the starting grid.
1.
Better have to go fast and quick with using a nitro.
I'm sending happy winning thoughts.
Okay, turn 1 successful by taking a quick turn. Now going in onto turn 2. But it is going to be quite doing awesome to have a nice touring car discipline version of the Suzuki GSX-R1000. But that one might have a similar to be based from the street racing version. But that was going to be quite very brand new along with the Yamaha YZR-M1 to be welcomed to the game. It is super fast and giving a good medium condition is going to be quite giving a good lean precision. We'll be doing much handling by the performance. Gonna have to go much faster. Coming in onto the next turn. Take that inside corner by the chance to reach up towards the apex. Checkpoint clear. Now moving on in sector 3. Fabulous. And getting all covered up in snow. Gonna have to go for it. Lap number 1 clear. Moving on to lap number 2. Okay, there we go. Just gonna have to take turn 2. Wonderful. Taking turn 3 and turn 5 is going to be taking on for some sideways for doing a good proper lean precision. And also just going to have to switch over to the interior view. Same thing as before like the Yamaha, but that one might have any kinds of motorcycle models is going to be quite doing good out there for having some different speed monitors. Gonna have to go in for taking a lot of good action out there to be on the motorcycle race. Keep it up. Early braking point for the motorcycle is going to be much important to do a most finest 2-wheel cornering is going to be quite doing some practice. Take that final turn and going forward towards the final lap. Switch back in onto the view. going easy, and taking some hard handling will be doing less difficulty. Checkpoint clear. Now going right back in onto the same position. Give it with a little nitro boost. Okay, that was pretty safe, and giving some more handling will be doing the effect. But this one is going to be pretty good out there to go on the hill climb to be reached up on every corners of the track. So it looks like I finally got this one. And here's the finish line. Going in to take that good excellent speed. Fantastic work. 3 minutes and 27 seconds. Right at the perfect spot. So let's see, this is going to be quite doing good out there for only 100,000 points to be having a new record set. That one is going to be on the books. Two events on touring car is finished, and moving on to motocross for the next two events, we'll be going over to have an ordinary race and a combo event for the rally race discipline will get started out to begin. So let's see, this one might take place at the Salem Woods, and that one might have the perfect time. We'll be going in to use the KTM 450 EXC with the UDRS in Sportec. We'll be going in to take the time trial. Select selected and get ready to participate. We'll be going in to be off the road. This is going to be a fantastic off-road raid for the motocross. We'll be going in to beat the time at 3 minutes and 19.98 seconds.
Stay focused on the route and you'll ace this.
I will. Just going to have to take that left side. We'll be going in for doing the first route. Better watch out for the trees. That one might have a short trail onto the dirt. Better make sure I won't do any more stunts. That one might take an ordinary time trial. We'll be going in for the rally race. Come on. Just gonna have to go past through. Gonna dodge for it. Keep it exercise caution and first checkpoint clear. Going in onto the right side. Gonna have to expand the mini map in case. Okay, looks like it's doing good. Just gonna have to stay on the right side. We'll be doing much safer. And gets muddier it goes. Like it. Getting closer onto the second checkpoint. Now goes in onto the third checkpoint. It's gonna get much further to be crossing through onto the rivers. There you go. Looks like just gonna have to keep follow the trail on any directions to be going on for the arrows. There's the ramp. This could be my chance. Ooh, that was a safe call, and that should be possible for doing a stunt practice. What can I say? That was a pretty close call for today. Okay, looks like that one might have the only exact short time on this route. Gonna have to stay focused onto the checkpoint that I just really almost forgot. There it is. Gonna have to take the right side. We'll be going right back up the road. That should probably have to do much safer it goes. And take the next route. We'll be going in to take that dirt trail. By the dirt trail, and I mean the street. Okay, finish line is just up ahead. I don't know how this event for the motocross is going to be quite going in to drive anywhere. There you go. Take that excellent spin finished in 2 minutes and 59.883 seconds. So let's see the results. Halfway there, but maybe I could probably have to start over for doing a second attempt. Gonna have to try this perfect, nice and neat. I bet I could probably have to go again at any time. I'm just getting warmed up.
2, 1.
It's all gonna be over real soon.
Okay, just gonna have to pass through to the moose. Same route as before, but I bet it could probably have to do much possible whenever I can. Come on. Just gonna have to stay focused on the route. And I could probably have to ace this. There we go. Just stay on the good maintained jump. Safe and tight, and going in onto the first checkpoint. Now, it could be possible to drive anywhere whenever you're going to have to follow on to the objective towards the checkpoints. But it could be quite possible to be using where the motocross discipline is going to be quite doing much good. But skills, and don't forget to do a jump whenever it comes in to take a stunt. Now it's time to go up the hill. Take that checkpoint and goes in onto the left route. Just a ramp. Going for it. Maintain jump is at the clear. Okay, here it comes. Almost forgot about that log. That's more like it. That should probably have to do a most fantastic flip. But this time, it has to go in onto the alternate route. Okay, better watch out for the rocks. Stay on touch of the edge. Oh boy. Gotta ignore that sound.
Three, 2, 1.
Now let's try again for attempt number 2.
You totally got this.
Same route as before, but I'm about to be going in for taking a different route by the method. Just gonna keep going up the pace. Staying on in the 6th gear. We'll be going in to take the first checkpoint. Oh boy. Just gonna have to go down and up the hill. Have that good concentration. We'll be going maintain. Close call by the tree. Checkpoint clear. Now moving on to the second checkpoint. It could be much possible to go faster to choose any route we'll be doing safe and giving a little bit much tight situation by the terrain. But it could be possible we'll be taking some good flips by doing a ramp jump. Stunt jump might be giving the answer during the most interesting combo event in the Live Summit. Okay, here comes checkpoint number 2, gonna clear it, and going in onto the right side route. There you go. Just gonna keep it much situated to do a little maintain. Come on, just gonna have to go over. And here's the ramp. Now that's double backflip. Checkpoint clear. Now going in onto the left side of the hill. Just gonna have to go right back in onto the streets. Okay, keep it much control. Gonna give it extra speed on the nitro. There you go. Looks like just gonna have to go on over to the finish line. That one might have the possible routes we'll be going in, will be passed through. That was a pretty close call. But it gets much muddier it goes. Yeah, that's more like it. 2 minutes and 45.791 seconds. That one might give a good possible outcome results, and that is going to be almost at 100,000 points. Checklist to be added for a catch-up. Now Salem Woods is done for having a combo event, so it's time to go over from downhill from here. Motocross Discipline event number 2 in two-wheeler 2. So let's go in there and have that tough terrain. We'll be going in to have a nice icon interesting. But I bet I should probably have to participate in the full walkthrough. That should be quite coming in to be part of my memo.
3.
Okay folks, time for attempt number 2. We'll be going faster to beat the lap time in about under 2 minutes. Let's go fast and quick and use the nitro.
You're gonna ace this. I know it.
I hope things might get a little bit much tougher it looks. That one might have another chance we'll be going in for taking another fastest downhill run we'll be able to take. Second checkpoint clear. Now going in at checkpoint number 3. If I could probably have to ace this, checkpoint number 5 is going to be the tough spot. Okay, here I go. Giving a little bit steer control. Taking right side is going to get much possible. Very good. Just stay on the downhill surface of the terrain. Oh boy, that was so close. Now, going in at the left turn. Gonna have to go in and regain some speed. That one might have the possible route we'll be going in by taking a shortcut. There you go. Just gonna have to stay on the exact gap distance. Oh yeah. Just the way it goes, and stay on the good focusing route on the track. Now Devil might have to take the excellent skills. We'll be going in to take that jump. Cross through onto the river. And final stretch is on the way. Okay, so looks like this one might have a minor detail check. 2 minutes and 5.304 seconds. That should be over 2 minutes. So let's see the outcome results. Almost to be at 100,000 points, but getting closer at 80,000 points is going to be quite doing much possible for doing a check mark. But it was very good. 2 motocross discipline is finished, and that means street race discipline will be coming up in the next 2 motorcycle events. But this one is going to get much interesting. We'll be using with Japan or the US motorcycle. But probably, I could probably have to go with the Japanese motorcycle. We'll be going over to be at Coconut Grove. But I mean, that could be quite given the best recommended car brand we'll be using in with the Kawasaki. That could be quite doing awesome out there that I just recently purchased to be used on the livery editor. But not yet. I could probably have to go with a jade green color. It's going to be quite doing much brilliant to see it. But the condition is going to be set at nighttime. But I mean, it is going to be quite doing awesome out there to have all kinds of parts will be installed to be reached up at 280 performance level. There's the Kawasaki C1000 ABS 2015. This one is very good to be at the ready. But good thing I just barely took a test run by having a lot of practice to be participate in street race events.
3,
So here I go, folks.
2,
Time to go fast with a Kawasaki motorcycle.
Listen to the engine. It's saying, let's win.
This could get a much better fantastic ace event. Gonna have to take that handling turns will be going differently by having a discipline. Stay on it. Just gonna have to keep follow the route. We'll be doing much possible. Make that next turn. Going in to reach up at the checkpoint. But it could be possible to be used for the shortcut. We'll be doing a possible method. But I'm just gonna have to make sure, just gonna have to keep follow the route. We'll be doing much safely. We'll be going in. But only a short amount of distance is gonna get much perfect by using the nitro. Fabulous work. Now, just gonna have to go right over onto the jump. Very good. Now, time to slow down. Just gonna have to smash up with some objects. Going over at the end of the first lap. But take a good look at this interior view, folks. It is pretty good differences like any other motorcycle models. But that was gonna be quite very good to be drive like a true ace with Kawasaki motorcycles. Gonna have to keep up the pace and taking a lot of good nitro boost in case we'll have to do much brilliant record to be reached up if it could be possible to be at 100,000 points. Just gonna have to rev it up. Going in and use the nitro at the straightaway. Slow down at the next turn. Okay, average turn, and giving a little bit more boost. Going right back in onto the construction site district. We'll be coming in at the next checkpoint. Okay, close call. Now, gonna have to take the final stretch until taking one more checkpoint remaining. And here comes the finish line. 2 minutes and 51.947 seconds. So let's see the main outcome results for the summary. Almost. That one is going to be part of the catch-up checklist for doing a next video. So it was good. Doing a fantastic race, and that means the United States motorcycle will be going over to be at St. George for the next and final motorcycle event before moving on to take the 3 skills on any discipline will be selected. Now let's go in there and have that best recommend pick we'll be using with any kinds of 2 motorcycle car brands will be selected. I bet the Harley Davidson or the Indian Scout motorcycle, but it will might take a good mystery guess. But that's right, folks. The Indian Cheap Dark Horse Digest purchase is going to be very good to be selected. But not to worry, folks. If I could probably have to purchase a Harley Davidson motorcycle, now this will might have a perfect time will be get settled in to choose this ride. But this is pretty perfect, and giving some good exterior parts will be applied after this.
3.
So let's do this. Let's go ride it in and have a good time.
Go, go, go!
Luckily, my character is putting up with a racing gear outfit, but it looks fine. Giving a nice blue color is going to be giving a good icon to represent. Now, maybe let's just gonna have to switch again onto the interior view. Looks very good, and giving a single speed monitor was actually to be in front of it. But now this one might have the perfect time for a good view out there. We'll be right around onto the road, but giving it some good sigh of relief, we'll be giving a good ways to come. Wow, cruise control on bike. That one is going to be part of the hobbies list. Checkpoint clear. Now going in. Maybe this one will be going over to take the road on to Route 66. Checkpoint clear. Now going in onto the next turn. Just gonna have to expand the mini-map. Now we're at Red Rock in the Mountain States. That should probably have to do it. Nitro is fully used at the ready. Okay, let's just gonna have to switch back in onto the third person view. But this sprint race is going to be much perfect to take the road by using the motorcycle. But this one is perfectly for the United States of America. It's going to be quite giving a good convoy formation. We'll be doing a lineup as a crew. Only 4 people could probably have to ride around for taking a good, excellent road trip. But this one, that one might take the best place. We'll be racing around. We'll be cruising in onto the road. We'll be taking on the highway. But I can't wait. I could probably have to get customized for this Indian cheap horse motorcycle to be on part of the UDRS Insportec. But probably the color black is going to be quite giving a good standard use. Okay, looks like taking the tough turn is going to get much quickly it goes. Next turn on the left, we'll be going in by taking the navigation. Only 25% on the progression to go. Another checkpoint clear. Gonna have to stay on the route, but it looks like this is gonna be a clear road for the race. Okay, taking some few scratches. I should probably have to be remembered this corner on this road. Okay, still going on in Red Rock. But the good news is, just gonna have to take one more checkpoint to go until it reaches up onto the finish line. And there it is. That was a fantastic road trip for this race, and giving a top 3 finish to be complete. Now let's see how the summary result is actually going to be. Almost to be at 100,000 points. But it was an A-OK race. But I just had a lot of good fun time out there. Only 6 motorcycle events is complete. Only 3 more to go on any discipline we'll be taking on with skills. So first up is going to be on the Solemn for having an off-road disciplines. So it's just going to have to go on over to take place at the Great Plains. Now that one is going to be quite doing possible. We'll be going in for taking the off-road vehicle will be selected. So let's see which skill type am I going to take. Solemn. That was going to be pretty excellent. Now let's go and choose a rally raid vehicle to be selected with a much perfect chance of having some more affixes on the skills. So I'll be using with the Jeep Moab Quicksand Concept 2017. We'll be doing an excellent job. We'll be doing some slalom courses. So let's get ready to rev the engine up and get started onto the gate. Okay, here I go. Just gonna have to pass through it around. That one might rack up some points. We'll go extra. Very good. Just stay on the perfect edge of the course without taking any jump. Or small jump, I believe. Okay, there you go. Just gonna have to keep a good calm pressure of the pace. Almost there. Halfway there towards the finish line. It's gonna get much longer. Oh man, just almost really had the chance. 9,947 points. So let's see what the summary is. Oh sweet yes, over 100,000 points by 17,116 points. That was excellent. That was pretty good excellent. Now it's time to go over to Speed Trap for having the best recommended drag race discipline. We'll be getting settled in to be going over to be at Seaside. But that one might give a good perfect chance onto the quarter-mile run, and that one might have the only possible. We'll be going over to use my Corvette C7 Stingray. Just you wait folks. It's gonna get rain, so I have to go over to the other side. But that one might have the possible to be used the rally race discipline. We'll be doing a shortcut. Just gonna have to stay onto this area. Just gonna have to go over to be reached up underneath the highway underpass. Okay, looks like this is going to be a perfect spot for a drag race discipline. We'll be ready to go on over to take the quarter-mile run. Just going to have to turn around and putting up a starting position whenever I'm going to have to find something. This one might be do the trick. Okay, now it's time to get ready to use my Corvette C7 Stingray in the drag race disciplines. Going on over to the filters again. And there you go. This one. Okay, but it looks like this one might have to take a good open clear spot out there, but there are so many traffic cars are coming in to be ruining the full attempt for having a good quarter-mile run. Just gonna have to be ready to set them up and make the tires burn on the pressure. Going in onto the green. And here I go, and let's see how I can probably do my best to beat the perfect speed mileage. Okay, perfect speed at 330.3 miles per hour. Excellent work. 112,066 points. This is going to be a pretty good activity performance. Okay, one more skill discipline, low altitude. That one might have the perfect plane. We'll be going over to have the aerobatics or air race. So that means just gonna have to go in and choose the air race discipline. We'll be doing a low altitude position. We'll be going over onto the Colorado River. But this one is doing perfectly great. And mostly that one might have the best spot we'll be using in onto the waters. So it's just gonna have to switch back in and choose a different vehicle we'll be flying in on the aircraft. Filters again. And going over to the air race. Gonna have to use the Waco YMF 5D Super. Is now ready to go on over and take that low altitude position. But here it comes folks. Just gonna have to fly low and go on to the rivers. Okay, it's doing great. No problem at all. Just gonna have to fly low and follow the river. There you go. Looks like the multiplier is going increasing. This one is pretty simple. Oh boy, better watch out for that. Come on, just gonna keep racking up. Just gonna have to steer by doing air drift. Yes, this is pretty good, pretty brilliant. 16,486 points. Now that was pretty good and excellent for doing an aerobatic flying low skill. 107,000 points to be added up with 198. Pretty good job, and almost to be reaching up at 1 million points to be at the gold medal. But that is going to be quite challenging for having 2-wheeler 2 events on 6 motorcycle events, and also exceptions on 3 skills on any disciplines. So that makes much brilliant out there to be climbing up onto the top 3,000 to get that most finest parts to be on the Nitro Chemist. On to the next Live Summit event. Monster Crunch is going to be much awesome out there. We'll be riding around on monster trucks, folks. And that one might have the possible reward to get on the goal is the Nissan 370C Model C34 in the Monster Truck Edition. But we already got it purchased to be getting that monster truck. But it's all good, and having some more currency credits that will be much possible to take. But I'll be willing to do some more video editing for this segment to be focusing on in the Live Summit event in 2-wheeler 2. So this one might have to take the next event we'll be going over by tomorrow. But probably next week on Tuesday is going to get much usual it looks. I hope you really enjoyed watching the video, folks. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, bell for notification uploads, and the links on the description down below if you really want to see more to be turned on. You can check it out on Instagram, Deepnet Art, GT Planet, and other social media platforms if you really want to follow me. I'll be seeing you guys next time on the Live Summit event in the Crew 2, and I will see you later in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.
Yeah.